Welcome into October of year 9, everyone. We've skipped ahead a year or two here. It wasn't intentional, but I did some really bad recording and decided not to use it. I recently had to have my appendix removed and thought I could do some recording while on pain meds, and it was terrible. I mumbled through most of it, and needless to say, I saved as I went. So we're just going to kind of skip ahead here, and I'll give you a full recap. We tried to do some sheep. That slowed our production almost to a halt for some reason. We weren't producing fabric fast enough anymore. So we got rid of the sheep. We've upgraded a bunch of equipment. We're no longer running case harvesters. We have two big Kinsey planters now to cover a bunch of land. And speaking of land, you can see we own all of this over here, all of this, these two, and these two big fields. And I'm not done expanding yet. So I needed some harvesters that I could move down the road a little faster. And at this point, we're already getting kind of unrealistic. So figured why not go all the way and get some Colossus harvesters. So we'll run down here as we are ready to harvest. And you can see our Colossus harvesters. Now, I don't owe any money on them. I only owe money on one tractor, and it'll be paid off in 7 months. But I went with the Colossus here and went with the John Deere paint job to match the rest of our equipment because we've kind of become a John Deere farm. All of our tractors are John Deere, and apparently I can't get out of my own shed. Jesus. All right, that's better. So we'll get this thing unfolded. It has the same 25-meter working width as what our case did, or I guess our case was 24. This one's 25. So that looks good. We'll set that on the worker and let them get to it. Oh, he goes. We'll get our other one out and I'll run it. We should be able to run through these cotton fields a lot faster with these machines here. So also another reason I wanted to upgrade the machine was I was having, a hard time transporting bales. Those big squares don't really fit on much, and it was just too much pain in the butt. So these will make the round bales. It's fired up. Turn on our automatic drop, and we should be good to go. And yeah, now we can absolutely fly through the field. Probably not going to go this fast through most of our harvesting here. That's a little ridiculous. I'm going to bump our cruise down here to about 15. So we'll get these bales cleaned up, or get these fields harvested, and I'll catch up to you guys in a little bit. All right, our harvest is completely finished. We've got 26 cotton bales we need to go out and pick up. And to be quite honest, this little Prowler gooseneck trailer, while it's been wonderful to have on the farm, is now starting to get a little small. We're going to have too many pallets of clothes to haul and too many bales to haul. So I want to upgrade and get a semi and a flatbed trailer. That way we can haul more at one time. Now we've already got 31 pallets of clothes, and I've loaded 24 of them up here. That way we can take them, get them sold, and buy a new semi and trailer. Now we're going to take a loss on these, or not necessarily a loss, but we're not going to get maximum profit this month for them. But that's okay. It's at least I can buy a semi this way. So we're going to run these into town, get them sold off, and then we're going to pick up a semi and a flatbed trailer to go pick up all of our bales. All right, and currently the farmers market is the best price, so that's where we will take these. Now we are definitely losing a lot of money on this. We're losing like $7,000 per 1,000 liter, which is absolutely terrible. But right now, I'm pretty okay with it. We've got 66,000. That should be enough to get us until that new 8R is paid off, which I don't think I've showed you guys yet. But yeah, we've got a new to us anyway. John Deere 8R, all dualed out and ready for doing our planting. But we've got a lot of fall tillage to do this year, surprisingly enough. That's something I really haven't done in this series, but we definitely need to get some done this year. So that's something else we have to do. All right, pulling in here to the farmer's market. That paid almost $300,000. So that is more than enough to get us a semi and a new flatbed trailer. So we'll run into town, see what the dealer has to offer, and see what we can pick up. All right, we're here at the dealer, and we've got new to us semi and flatbed trailer. So this is looking pretty good. I like this setup. Truck has plenty of power and can do everything we need it to do. So we're going to go ahead, jump in, and go start picking up bales out of the fields. And yes, this is an auto load. Makes things, just a little bit easier, a little bit faster. We're already kind of cheating in this series anyway, so I don't think it's going to hurt anything. But we'll run around, see how many bales we can get on this. I don't know if we can get all 26 on one load. I doubt it. I'm guessing we can get half of them. But we'll see. All right, so we can fit 13 bales on this trailer. That's a lot better than the 3 on the gooseneck, so I'll take it. Very happy with that. Not sure how many pallets we can hold on it, but I'm betting it's a heck of a lot more than 24. So definitely worth the upgrade, and we'll go ahead and get these dropped off at the spinnery and make sure it's full. And then once it's full, all the other bales will go into our bale storage. And then we can get into doing some fall tillage and some field expansion. All right, our spinnery is full. So we'll take these over to our bale storage and get these put away in storage and pick up the rest. All right, well, one of the tractors I picked up was a 4630. And I also picked up the chisel plow again, because it honestly works really, really well for expanding fields and making fields, getting the outline straight and everything. So we're going to take this to our farthest farm, start as far away from the farm as we can, and then work our way back towards the home place here. We're just going to do a little bit of tillage, combining a couple of fields, stuff like that, tilling in some ditches. That way we can plant them in next year and increase our acres without actually buying any more land. Now, I do still plan on buying more land for sure. There's, 5 or 6 fields that I definitely want to pick up yet. But we're also going to have to, at some point, consider whether or not we need to put up another spinnery and tailor shop if we start producing too much cotton and they can't keep up. It's been a struggle to get enough cotton made or, enough cotton grown to do that, but that's definitely coming up quickly. Finally, it's taken me, 7 years? First 2 years, we're just winging it. And here the last 7 years, we've been building this cotton empire. And for the most part, it's gone pretty well. I can't complain too much. But it has been kind of a slow dredge here. But we're down to one piece of equipment with payments, and that's it. Otherwise, everything else is paid off. And we should have a lot of clothes to sell in April. But next April, the April after that, we'll have a full year's worth of clothes production to sell instead of just 6 months of clothes production. So that'll make a big difference. All right, well, we got all of our fall tillage done, and I went ahead and sold off that fertilizer cart that we had and picked up this big Colossus. Now, I didn't go super unrealistic with it. It holds 40,000 liters, which honestly I don't think is too bad. It's definitely more than a cart this size would hold in real life, but it's pretty close. So close enough, it'll work. It'll make it so that we're not having to run back to the home place here and fill up with lime every 5 seconds. But we need to put lime down in every field. And if we take a look here, you can see I went ahead and got rid of all of the paths around here and made this one big field around the home place. And I combined these 3 fields over here. That's all now one field. These 2 are now one field. And this down here is all just one field. So instead of, 10 different little fields, we've got 5 or 6 medium to big fields. So we got it hooked up to the 7810. We'll go ahead, jump in here, and start spreading and see how far this 40,000 liters of lime will get us in our big field here. Now, this does have a big working width, 42 meters. So that is very, very handy. Well, we'll get started here. This thing turned on. Walk onto the GPS, and we'll try. How about we try not running 40 mile an hour? We'll cap it at 16. So we'll get this all this lime spread here, and like I said, see how far it goes. All right, well, our fertilizer cart is just about empty here. And we did not get this big field done. We got close, definitely went a lot farther than I thought we would, but did not get it done. So we're going to go ahead, fill up, get this field finished, jump across the road, do that small field, and then I think we'll fill up one more time and head over to our farthest field and start working our way back. That way, if we do run out and need to fill up, we're not running quite as far. Just try and be a little bit more efficient, save a little bit more time. But so far, things are going well. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about what we've done here. We've added, honestly, quite a few acres that we didn't have to buy. We already owned just by tilling stuff up. So I'm going to be very excited to see, how many bales do we end up with this next year compared to last year, even though we own the same amount of acres. So we've got just a couple of passes left on this big field and it'll be done. So it shouldn't take too much lime here, but when we're done, we'll head across the road. Oh, we came back here to the home place, fill up one more time. This is our third fill up for this fall with the lime, and we have one more big field to do. A medium field, I guess. Probably not really a big field, but one more to do, and all of our lime will be finished. So we're down to $121,000, but that's pretty good. That should be enough to cover our monthly payments until April, when we can sell off our clothes, which should be significantly more than we have sold the last couple of years, is my hope. But I'm not honestly sure. I'm still trying to figure out why having sheep and wool distributed to the spinnery brought the spinnery to a grinding halt. That wasn't something I really thought would happen. So makes things a little simpler. We're just not, doing sheep anymore. And we're only focusing on the cotton. But it's still, baffling as to why that happened the way that it did. But, It is what it is at this point. So we'll get this big field done here, and that should be it for all of our fall field work. It's February and it's time to get our fields planted. I already went ahead and hired up a worker in our big field here at the home place. That's going to take them quite a while to get this field planted. So I'm going to take the 8345 and we're going to head out. We're going to start all the way on the other side of the county and work our way back towards the home place here and hopefully meet our workers somewhere in the middle. So we've got the planter full of seed and fertilizer. This should get us quite a ways. I'm sure we'll have to fill up on fertilizer again. And as you can see, we're down to $10,000. It's not good. So we're going to have to take a few pallets of clothes in, get those sold. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. It's only February, so we are not going to get maximum price, but we do have bills that need to be paid, so we'll have to do it regardless. All right, we're going to start down here in the corner. Run 2 headland passes, so we'll get this thing fired up, drop down, lock our GPS on, and this won't take very long. This is a nice setup. Tractor has a lot of power. Planter has nice width to it, so we'll cover a lot of ground really quick. We have this big field done, and our AI worker is just barely started their second headland pass. That big field up there is going to take forever. I'm guessing I'll probably plant all the rest of our fields with this tractor and planter in the time it takes the worker to get that one planted. So we'll head across the road here, hit up our other fields, and see how far we can end up getting before that worker gets done. All right, well, we got all of our fields planted except for the one here at the home place. Our worker's still working on it. So yeah, this field's it's a monster, and it's not a perfect square, so it is kind of a pain to plant. But we're going to go ahead, head all the way to the other side of the county, start spraying, work our way back. I already took 2 pallets of clothes to the farmer's market to get us some cash. Make sure we can get through another month or so here and buy herbicide as needed. So we're sitting pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We currently have 37 pallets of clothes stored in our shed, which is more than we sold all of last year. And we've still got a couple months to go yet. So I'm very happy with that. We're definitely producing very quickly. So we'll get these fields sprayed, and that'll be it for our spring field work. All right, well, all of our spring field work is now finished. All of our fields are planted, sprayed, fertilized, everything. So I will see you guys in April when it's time to sell off all of our clothes. Now, I will have to go ahead and sell off a couple more pallets yet to get us through the next couple of months, because we do have payments left on this tractor, just a couple left, but it'll be done here in, let's take a look, 3 months. So we have 3 months of payments left on it, and it'll be done. So like I said, I'll go ahead, sell some pallets here, make sure that we can get through the next couple of months with our finances, and then it's on to April and our huge sale. All right, well, our tractor is officially paid off. It is a nice rainy morning in April, and we've got 40,000 liters of clothes to get sold, and the farmer's market is the best price. So thankfully, or I guess we have 52,000 liters. My bad. So thankfully, this semi and trailer is definitely going to pay off, because we can do it all in one trip instead of being 3 trips. So we'll head to the farmer's market, get this sold off, and we should have one heck of a payday here. All right, we're getting swung in here to the farmer's market, get all of these sold off. All right, that paid $1,030,000. So I'll take it. So we're up over $1 million now, and we have no more equipment payments to make, just our mortgage. So I might go ahead and focus on trying to get that mortgage paid down. That way we can get rid of all monthly bills here, except for the production costs that we have to pay for our spinnery and tailor shop. All right, well, we're back here at the home place, and our mortgage is now officially paid off. Paid off the last 238,000. And to be quite honest, I think I've taken this series about as far as I can. The only thing left would be to go, even bigger fields and more cotton. But that's about all there is. You plant it, you harvest it, you put it into a production, and that's it. There's no real diversity to it, and I'm kind of burnt out on cotton at this point. So we're going to go ahead and call this an episode, and I believe also call this a series. So if you've liked what you've seen, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And I hope to see you guys in the next series.